Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fanaiki Handria presenting to you Habitually Yours, building new lifestyle. So, we are here and we are going today to dive into a very interesting topic. We are going to get inspired by stories. We are going to hear some success and we are going to talk about visibility and public relation. So, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce you our distinguished guest, which is Rashid Payali. Payali, so Rashid is not just your ordinary PR account director, he is a visionary and a master of leadership visibility. So he has a career spanning 15 years in the UAE media industry and has earned his strap as an award-winning communication professional and a former journalist. But not only that, because Rashid's journey goes beyond the confines of traditional media. As a public relations account, he's been at the forefront of providing consultancy to high profile individuals, not only local but international. And he's guiding them through the ever evolving landscape of public relations. So he's expert in this field and managing now over 50 organizations and nearly did 1,000 PR projects. And each one of them is a testament to his strategic, his prowess, and his unwavering commitment to excellence. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful person, an expert with us today, an expert about visibility. And he's not only creating visibility, he will help leaders maintaining that visibility. And so, without further ado, let's give a warm virtual round of applause to Rashid Payalil, our guide today to unlocking the secret of leadership visibility. And so, without further ado, let's dive in. So, Rashid, welcome to Habitually Yours. And my question is, how did you come to do leadership visibility? How did you get into that field?
Thank you so much, Fanaiki, for this wonderful introduction. And good evening, all leaders over here. And it is my absolute pleasure and privilege to be your guest of this evening. And I'm so happy and excited to have this conversation with all of you and share whatever insights, whatever thoughts that I have been practicing or I'm into for all these years with each and every one of you. And I can see a lot of people over here, and I request each and every one of you to come up with your thoughts, your questions, your doubts about leadership visibility. Let me tell you one story. Let me take you to a story. That's what exactly Faniki asked. How did I get into leadership visibility? Uh, a few years ago, I was sitting with a few of my, not a few, a lot of Toastmasters. I've been into Toastmasters for a few years. I think since 2017. And one day, one morning, a group of Toastmasters were watching the World International Public Speaking Championship, which was being held in Canada, and we were watching there were 10 speakers, and we watched every one of them. And one person who is from my native place, from the South Indian state of Kerala, he was announced the world champion of public speaking, Mr. Manoj Vasudevan, in 2017. And the fact the his topic, I love the way he presented his world championship speech, but that's not what attracted me. The message that he delivered was really interesting. because it was the world was at a stage, a major global conflict was being discussed in the media, and the next day, every conversation in the media, in the global media, was about the global war. The world was going to have a conflict between the US and South Korea. And what I was noticing was that the world champion of public speaking, Mr. Manoj Vasudevan, has he was not being featured. He was not being given a publicity. He was not being given a visibility in the media by, despite being the world champion in public speaking, because I consider that title as one of the most interesting, most respected title as a champion, and I could connect with that easily because he is from my native place. And what I did the next day, I connected with Mr. Manoj on LinkedIn and I discussed this with him. And what did he say? Could you please help me? I told him this is what I do. What for the past several years. He just asked, "Could you please help me to get some kind of visibility?" Then I have just I cannot do that. I could I'm not able to do that for you. We are sitting in Dubai, and you are sitting in Singapore, and he is still based in Singapore. And what I immediately offered him, can you speak to the top leaders of Toastmasters, and is there a way for you to arrange a meeting in Dubai, being the top public speaker of the world, being the champion of the world? Then I also parallelly I also discussed with the top leaders in this region, can we host Mr. Manoj? And they did it. That was the wonderful thing happened. They did it, and I had the opportunity to do what? To do the public relations campaign for Mr. Manoj in Dubai in 2017. And I got him massive coverage across all the language newspapers, all the mainline news dailies in Dubai, in the UAE, including English and Arabic and this Asian media as well, television channels, radio stations, interviews on radio station, interviews on TV channels, newspaper, magazine interviews, multiple massive coverage. And you know what happened? The next day, when after a few days, when he returned, he sent me a testimonial, and he mentioned something very special. That's what triggered my mind to develop my career, develop my personality, my brand further into leadership visibility expert. He mentioned about maximum visibility specialist expert. That's what that was the trigger. Then a few years later, when I was studying leadership with my coach, Mr. Farouk Sensi, for nearly a year, and he wanted me to develop my personal brand, my leadership domain into a different level, where I remodeled the term maximum visibility expert as leadership visibility expert, and I worked on it. Then later I found out that the term leadership visibility is there already in the. I was not aware of that already there in human resources. However, my thought was completely different because I wanted to give leaders, organizations visibility the way all those people deserve in terms of the value that they are giving to the marketplace. And my definition of leadership visibility was about the three key areas that a leader needed to be visible. One, it's about public relations. That's what I practice as a professional and an entrepreneur. And second is personal branding, and third is leadership communication. So I coined all these three areas and put everything together into one domain and defined it as leadership visibility. This is my idea about leadership visibility, Faneki. If you have any further ideas, thoughts about it, please come forward to discuss about it.
Wow, that's very interesting because you started to just talk with one person, and the person was looking for something that you could provide him. The something was he couldn't ask, like he doesn't know where to go. But now, for our audience, if you're looking for someone, now you have Rashid. But actually, you are talking about leadership visibility. But what is it for from a leadership perspective? What is visibility from a leadership perspective?
Thank you, Fanaki, for this question again. See, leadership visibility, as I just discussed, is public relations, personal branding, and leadership communication. And it is all about helping businesses and organizational leaders. Leaders could be business leaders, it could be organizational leaders, it could be personal leaders as well, to gain and maintain visibility, credibility, and audibility for what a kind of meaningful reputation in the marketplace and in the society in general. So let me ask you something.
All right.
How many of you
Mhm.
how many thought of the best ways to boost your visibility or your authority or your credibility as a leader? So if you have done, if you have a thought, it is easy for you to connect and reflect on it. And in fact, there are better and faster ways to make yourself visible and authoritative as well as credible in this marketplace. And something for whom, what kind of people that, what kind of leaders, who are the people that needed a meaningful visibility? Could be entrepreneurs, it could be professionals, trainers, coaches, and all those people over here, consultants, specialists, or managers, team leaders, or department heads, whoever it is, and any person who are thinking about leadership. And I generally I call everyone leaders. All the leaders needed to have that kind of leadership visibility. And there are four areas that every leader can be visible. One is in-house, the second area is industry, then media, then social. In-house visibility, industry visibility, then media visibility, I will just give you a short explanation about it. In-house visibility is general for professionals to get them visible among their peers, their colleagues, or the people in the or the management, or the department heads, or other people in the organization. It could be whether it could be small companies or big organizations. A person, a professional, can be visible with a lot of techniques in house. Then industry visibility is the next stage. You are already visible in house. Then the next stage is get visible in the industry that you are active. It could be any industry, it could be healthcare, it could be finance, it could be banking, it could be education, it could be training, whatever industries. Yeah. Then the next thing is media visibility. Media visibility is what I actually I'm an expert. I mean, expert by profession. That's my profession. Get people visible in the media. Could be different types of media. There are conventional media. There are new media, newspapers, TV, broadcasts, radio stations, and the new media, online, whatever it is. These are the media title or media platforms. And the social visibility is something you are visible in all at all these places. The last stage is social visibility. Social visibility where you get opportunities to interact with relevant social groups, categories, which it should be relevant. Relevant why means you a person who is expert, or a person, a leader who is into one industry, or one message, who is known as an expert or known as a entrepreneur or a philanthropist, whoever it is. We need to have opportunities to be visible in those relevant industries or relevant areas. So these are the four areas. I mean, in-house, industry, media, and social visibility.
Well, that's really good. Yes, so there are four areas. We know about the media, the social visibility, the industry. So, can you give us an example of what you just say about the leadership visibility? Like, can you give an example?
Let me give you, let me tell you a scenario. This is exactly what I learned several years ago when I entered into advertising as a copywriter. So this is the most important lesson when I started my career as a copywriter. Just imagine yourself that you are sitting in a dark room and smiling beautifully. Now the room is dark, and the question is, who are going to see you smiling? Does that make any sense? Sitting in a dark room. However, yeah, yeah. However, your smile carries a very strong message to the world, which is light. Light is the power. How come light is the power? To understand that, you need to understand what is darkness. Darkness is the absence of power. Now, if let us say if the electric energy brings light to a dark room, that is a power the which is going to make you smile, your smile visible to everyone, and the light becomes the actual visibility to everyone. If this concept is true, here is the best, the most powerful lesson for every leader. Leadership without visibility is like smiling in a dark room. For example, if you are in a if you are an expert and nobody knows about it that you are an expert, people will not consider you as a leader. That is the basic thing. People will not call you as a leader if they don't know about what you are doing. So, how many of you? The question is that how many of we are visible with our work, our life, our business, our leadership, or our contribution to this world? That is a question to everyone who are present over here. Have you ever suffered in your life the pain of not being visible to the marketplace, to others? You know, in this marketplace, or at work, or in your personal life, or in the society, if you have any pain, if you have felt any pain, experienced any pain, or have you got pushed into the darkness at any point in your life, did you have a situation where you couldn't come out of that room? I have, because why I'm asking you this question, I have been into that. I've been pushed into darkness. I've been become invisible many times in my life. Several years ago, one example I'll tell you, I won the best news reporter award from the government. I received a good prize money, which helped me to pay off my debts. But the award ceremony got cancelled at the last moment due to some reasons. And I felt, do you know what I felt? I felt like sitting in a dark room and smiling. And my visibility got lost. Same way, a few years ago, a friend of me, she was a journalist. She just came up to me. She had left her corporate job and started writing. She was a journalist earlier, then she joined a corporate group. She left that and she started writing books. She's very, very good at writing and published a couple of books. However, there was no visibility for her work as an author. And she was just discussing with me about it. How can you help me in PR and personal brand? Now you know she is one of the most sought after other cots in Dubai market. So just look at yourself like this. Are we sitting in a dark room and smiling in the dark, or are we smiling in the light? If any one of us like here is one mantra, which is an Indian concept, Tamasoma Jyotigamaya. That is from darkness to brightness of the light, from invisibility to visibility. So just check what kind of thoughts that can lead us from darkness to the rays of light. What kind of actions can drive us from ignorance to the power of light? What kind of strategies can take us from invisibility, to the visibility? So, just to understand this concept, one more thing we need to be aware of it. The most powerful force in this universe. This is I got it from my coach John Asaraf. In his book, The Answers, he says the most powerful force in this universe is the, the strongest force on this planet is self-esteem. So self-esteem is our desire for recognition in front of others. It is our visibility in this world, and the visibility is our power, and the power is our reputation as a leader. So every leader on this planet needs that visibility to make it a habit, to make an impact, to cultivate our reputation. And how can you do that? Come only there's only one answer. Come out of your dark room and start smiling. So it's all about the light. The light will not come to you. That's the thing. The light never will come to you. You have to go and seek the light. So sitting in one place will never ever bring the light to you. You have to stand up, you have to start walking towards the light. We have to move towards the light. We have to go and gain the power of visibility. So that's all about the power, the concept of power of visibility. Let us make it a habit. Over to Fanaiki.
Wow. That's really wonderful. I love your example of being in a dark room and smiling at the one in us. And then, yes, the last verse was really touching me. Like, the light is there. You just go out and go towards the light, seek the light, because we are being comfortable in the dark sometimes, and we are not
Yeah.
letting people see our smile. So, as I said, it's a good point to build the habit of being in the light. Even if sometimes, as leaders, I think that's one point for leaders. We are being comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. Because sometimes not everyone is being happy after being visible, you know. Sometimes people
Yeah.
getting shy. Not all people is. It's not easy for everyone to be visible and to build that credibility, to interact with people, to get connection. So can you tell us more about that? Like how to communicate? How can we get over? How can we go to the light? Do you have any tips for that? Like what can we do daily, for example?
See, this is an interesting question. How to move towards, how to drive towards light, how to drive towards visibility, how to be seen, how to get seen in this world. Before that, we have to work on something very important about our leadership. What is that? It's very simple. There are four key areas of leadership to be visible. The four areas include impact, influence, then communication, and that leads to visibility. So, what is impact as a leader? And there are three strategies that you and I can take to be visible, to make an impact, and keep that as a habit. So, Every leader, if you're a leader in a business, if you're a leader outside a business, in a family or in a society, wherever it is, leaders are driving changes in the society. They show remarkable ability to inspire others, to motivate others, to guide people, an organization. So you need to understand how to develop a vision and define a strategy to achieve your goal as a leader, to achieve the goals of your organization or your team. And you also need to understand, to practice how to articulate your vision. It's not only about having a vision, it's also about articulating the vision to your team, to your family, to the society, or to the organization, and align their efforts toward a common purposes. So you have to get those people, your team, your followers, or your students, or whoever it is, to align with your thoughts, to have a common purpose. And also, the next thing to do about it is to nurture empathy and emotional intelligence to foster positive relationship. So, if you for any kind of relationship to make it positive, we have to demonstrate empathy and emotional. I'm not going much into those things. Let me just take you to influence, the next key area. The influence is all about leading by example. People are not listening to you, people are looking at you. So you have to lead by example by doing it. Adaptability as a leader. You have to be flexible and adaptable as a leader and make it a habit. You have to empower and delegate. That's also you. If you're a leader, it's not all about you are doing it. It's all about you are having others doing it. I mean, you're getting things done by others. You're giving power to others. Don't keep the power with you. Don't keep the visibility to you. Give visibility to others as well. And delegate things, convey ideas, expectations, give feedback effectively, and be an active listener. Remain resilient and adaptable in the face of challenges. And act with integrity, trust, integrity, honesty, credibility, earn credibility as a leader. This is the key area of influence. Now, the next thing is communication. Communication. What are the key strategies of communication? For every effective communication for leaders, you or the leader need to have clarity of what he or she is talking about, where he or she is going to, or what he or she is planning to achieve or going to create. Engaging communications, you have to engage with the team members, with the society, with the marketplace. That's what I wanted to emphasize. You have to engage with the community. A lot of strategies you have to take up to engage your communication practices. You also have to identify your voice as a leader. So this is very important. You have to identify your voice as a leader, develop expressiveness in all your communications. And the next thing is nurture cultural connection, and find your message that resonates in every communication, in every message that you are sending out, every message you are giving to the public, to the marketplace. You have to resonate, and you have to develop the ability to communicate clearly and persuasively. That's what it's all about. Not it's all about communicating clearly and persuasively, not about forcing. So there's a massive difference about it. And the next thing about the key strategy is visibility. So all these things, impact, influence, and communications leads to visibility. And the key strategies for visibility are, as I mentioned initially, public relations, personal branding, and leadership communication. So get visible effectively in the media, society, and the industry. Be visible in news media, in the new media, and professional, take up professional and social engagements, and be audible and credible with the power of the medium. So visibility is mostly with the power of the medium. Over to Faniki. Thank you.
Wow, that's really awesome. Yes, we have to get that impact, as you said, and having a vision, and not only having a vision, but making people know that this is our vision. That's really impressive. And about having influence, because as you said, I remember we are leading by example. No one is listening to us. If you are doing something, obviously everyone will get interested. So, this is what he's doing. People will directly know it, even if they are not talking to you. And communication. And after that, visibility, as you said, being visible. So, thank you so much for sharing with us. And I think let's not talk, I will not talk more because I'm sure all of our audience have some interesting question waiting. So I would like to welcome everyone to the panel. If you have any question you want to ask about how it is to be a leader, we are all here leaders, as Rashid said. We are all leaders. We all have a message. We all are doing something in one field. So if you are seeking the light, just raise your hands, come up in the panel, and we are happy to interact with you right now. So I will take that time to thank all of our audience. Thanks, Vuninarena. Thanks, Simi. Kabir. Thank you, Gustavo. Thank you, Farad, for joining us. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Yakub. Thank you, Indrani. Thank you, Amir Rashid. Thank you, Sukumaran. Thank you, Sabia Sashi. Thank you, Jayaraj. Thank you, Karan Kotari. Thank you, Beatrice. And for everyone who is there, thank you so much for joining us on this evening. And as everyone is preparing for their question, just raise your hands, come up, and interact with our speaker, ask your question, ask how you can be visible. If you want some tips or some secret to get more visibility, now is the time. So take that time, take that opportunity. And while we are waiting for some question from the audience, there is one question that always intrigued me, Rashid. Like leaders have personal life and they have their professional life. So is there something like managing personal and professional life in being leaders in a public face and being a father maybe or a mother in your family in house? Is there something that we have to balance, or what's your point on that?
Thank you, Fanaiki, for this interesting question. And I can very well connect with this question. I can reflect on it. So, is it possible to lead a successful professional life and maintain a happy personal life? Right. It is possible, but it all depends on how you take all these things. It all depends where you create a border, you create a barrier in your professional and personal life. We know that many people say there should be a professional a life and a balance between your professional and personal life. That is true to some extent. However, we have to understand the priorities as well. People who are in the market, especially business leaders or organizations, uh, they are driving based on their priority. You and I have to set our priorities first in order to sustain in the marketplace, in order to sustain your visibility in the marketplace. You will have to take up a lot of efforts and initiatives. At some point, you may feel you are a firefighter. You are on a firefighting mode in order to get things done. And sometimes you will be feeling relaxed and feeling happy. Where do you want to move ahead. If you are feeling stuck in any of this in your professional life or personal life, the basic issue is that whether you have found your vision, whether you have set your goals, without setting a goal, you might be mostly without having a proper time bound realistic goals. A person, a leader, a professional, a businessman, or an entrepreneur would find himself in a firefighting mode because he is there to fix issues in the whirlwind without looking broadly at his wig. WIG. What is wig? Wig is the wildly important goal. What is wildly important goal? The most pressing, the most important goal that one needs to achieve in his life or a leader has to achieve for his organization or for his team members. So if you set a time for that wildly important the week, you will not find yourself getting trapped in the whirlwind, being on a firefighter mode. So first, use NLP tool, which is the you have to identify the all areas of your life, like your professional life, your personal life, your financial area, the financial area, your spiritual life, your fun and recreation, and your personal growth, your self education. You have to identify where you have got stuck. You have to mark yourself how much you have scored from 1 to 10 in all these areas, and identify and fix your issues over there. In order to fix all the challenges over the your personal and professional life, you have to fix, you have to score almost equal marks in all areas of your life. Then you will be able to set proper goals. Then you will be able to find a proper balance between your personal and your professional life. Over to Faniki.
Wow, that's really wonderful. You have to have a goal. And yes, it resonates with me as well because as having a habit, it's not only just doing something just for the happy doing it, but we have to have a goal. It's important to follow, to run towards a goal. So thank you for sharing with us how important is having a goal so that we can manage our life, our areas of our life, being it personal, professional, personal growth, spiritual, and so on. So thank you so much for sharing. And now we have one person in our panel. Welcome, Indrani Takurata. I hope I pronounce your name well. Well, thank you for joining us. And now, please give your question or would you like to interact with the speaker? Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Fanaiki. Hope I am audible. So, thank you so much for inviting me and letting me giving some tips. And I very much agree with Rashid P regarding this leadership visibility, how leaders can gain maximum visibility. Yes, I do agree that good leaders are good communicators also. Why? Because of this simple reason that with their effective communication skill, they are able to go to any level to solve a problem. And when they do this, it develops a better work culture in any organization. So, good leadership skills also means good communication skills.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so, I believe it's a powerful tool. Communication skill is a powerful tool for problem solving in any organization. When you have good communication skill, you're also capable of solving problems. So, yeah, that's it from my side. And thank you all for listening. And thank you, Rashid P and Fanaiki. That's all from my side. Over to you.
Thank you so much. And so, Rashid, what's your point on that? You would like to add some?
Hi, hi. Yes, of course, of course. Thank you, Indrani, for sharing your thoughts, your ideas about communication. And when it comes to communication, we all have to identify why should we as communication in visibility. I'm just speaking it from a visibility, leadership visibility perspective. Why should we be visible? That's the question you have to identify and ask yourself. So if you are a person, if you're a specialist and you are healing a pain in the marketplace, you're giving a solution in the marketplace which could be unique, which may not be unique, but you are giving a solution that is helping people find or heal their pain, their issues, their challenges. Then you have to talk about it. That's the reason. That's the reason I mentioned about John Asraf's idea about self-esteem, which is the most powerful force in the universe. If you have a solution, you should be recognized for that. That is the hungry, that is the eagerness to be visible in the marketplace. So that can be done through a lot of effective tools and techniques available for leadership visibility. If you want, let us discuss about it. If any other listeners, is any other leaders over here have any more questions, more ideas or thoughts, just share. Let us converse on it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Indrani, for giving us that insight that really enrich our conversation. And yes, communication is the key. And Rashid, I know that you are a member of Toastmaster, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. I mean,
So does it help? Yes. So how does it help in? Does it inspire you to be communication, or did you already have communication before? Like you were interested in communication before, or as a
you know,
Toastmaster?
yeah, yeah, thank you so much, Fanik. That goes, why a person goes to a Toastmasters club, or why a professional goes to a program or a course or a practice which is helping him to be a speaker or a presenter. The person will be having challenges in terms of making a speech, in terms of giving a talk, in terms of. So I also had the same issue. I was a journalist for about 7 years. Then I switched to public relations. Then when I switched to public relations, my key function of job was writing press releases, writing articles, news pieces, thought leadership articles, and profiles, and a lot of messages. Basically, creating messages, developing messages. I was an expert. I am an expert in that. That was my key area. Then in the PR, it is the other side of the coin in the media industry. You're not just, if you're a journalist, you are writing, you're publishing. But if you're a PR expert, you have to think from a dual perspective. You have to interact with many other stakeholders, with the media, or with the clients. You have to do, especially if you are in a boutique consultancy, you are expected to do multiple functions, which includes developing business, which includes client service, presentations, strategy, communication, everything. And I faced a lot of challenges. Then Toastmasters was my solution, and that helped me a lot. That even I see when I did the campaign for Mr. Manoj was there in 2017. I become the best. And I was able to secure the best. I'm not the best, an international PR award from the Toastmasters as well. So this actually will help you to connect with a lot of people, to interact, and even when you enter to a Toastmasters club meeting, you will feel that energy. Whatever issues, challenges you're facing, you will feel. You will have the opportunity to interact, to communicate. You will prepare. You will study and prepare speeches. You'll present it. You will stand up and speak. You will do impromptu speeches. You will take a lot of leadership opportunities where you speak, you interact, you take up roles. That has definitely helped me in order to develop my career from a PR, senior PR executive to an account director who is leading a team. I'm just to that level. I It helped me a lot. And about public speaking, public speaking is the most powerful tool to market your solutions. It's not about giving a speech and educating people. It's actually, but it is the most powerful marketing tool. And what is marketing? Marketing is the most powerful idea to educate the people. So that's it. Thank you, Faniki.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's the power of communication. You have to do it. You are actually communicating every day with every people around us, and so it's good to hear about your journey as a Toastmaster. And now we have another person in the panel. We have Vikram Podar. Thank you for joining us, Vikram. And over to you. Do you have any question or your insight? Please share.
Hi, bonjour, Fanaiki. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thanks a lot. Again, Rashid, I think this may be the second time I'm hearing you. It's always, I think, pertinent the kind of points that you share because, especially when you shared about Toastmasters. So I thought I'd just very quickly share in terms of the context of the room that I ended up going to Toastmasters in 2009 for the same reason I've done most things in life because my late father said I should go to a Toastmasters club. And the reason I did it is because I got laid off from a consulting job. And I had time, essentially. I had time to do things. And that's how I ended up going to a Toastmasters club. And that's where people told me I can be funny. Like, the way I used to attend the impromptu table topics sessions, they said, okay, you're a funny guy. No one's told me I'm a funny person. Even now, I'm pretty sure I come across as a very serious guy. And it's from there that essentially I took part in the humorous speech contest. And I would say the whole trajectory of becoming a corporate stand up comedian kind of came from there. So I think it's a pretty incredible platform how one small habit can really change a lot of things. And I felt perhaps Rashid, you might be the best placed person to explain the context of if this makes sense. Thanks. That's
Thank you, Mr. Vikram, for your thoughts on being a Toastmaster and developing your or our skills as a presenter, as a professional presenter, as a public speaker, or as an educator, or as a teacher, or as a facilitator, and as a leader. And so, that's one reason. I say you're asking me questions, a lot of questions. I'm just speaking impromptu. So whatever ideas that are fed into my mind, whatever thoughts that are there in my mind, I'm just speaking from that with that confidence, with that practice that I've been into Toastmasters. But I will not say I've been the best Toastmaster. No. So my effort, my practice is to be best from where to be better from where I was yesterday. So and tomorrow I'll be even better because this opportunity, this conversation that I am having, this sharing of ideas that I am having with you, the ideas I am taking from you as well. So this will definitely help us. And Toastmasters, concerned Toastmasters, it is one of the best networking platform as well. So you get to network with people from different walks of life, different industries, multiple industries, I would say, or across all industries. Especially if you are living in a city like Dubai or Singapore, the beauty is that You get connected with people from all parts of the world. It's not, it could be from your own country, your own place, from your own continent, on it, all the countries in the world. You get to know them, they know you, you know them, you interact with them, you share ideas with them, you lead them, they lead you. That's also important. You have to lead, you also need to be a person who are ready to get led. You are ready to learn. You need to be coachable. If you're a Toastmaster, the most important thing, you need to be coachable. You need to take ideas in. Go to your Toastmasters or go to any other learning programs with an empty cup. Do not go to places with a full cup. So you, because you will not be able to fill up a full cup. So empty cup, go there with an empty cup, learn the ideas from them, and fill your cup with all those ideas and practice it, and enjoy drinking that cup in your life. That's, thank you.
Yes, being an empty cup, being a coach and being coachable at the same time, because everyone has something to bring to the table, and so we have to accept that and learn from other people as well. I love that point. Thank you for sharing. And so, if our audience doesn't have any more questions, I think, Rashid, it was wonderful to talk to you today. I learned a lot about how to be visible, how should we all step outside of this room, of this dark room, and bring our smile outside. Let people know about your expertise. Let people know about your talent, because as a leader, people is only waiting for that, for your vision. Share it to everyone and make that as a habit. Like everywhere you go, don't wait for the perfect time. You can do that anytime. You'll be more and more visible and build your brand. So, what will be your final note, Rashid, for today's discussion?
Thank you, Fenaki, for asking that question, and showing all of you, seeing all of you on this platform. It actually inspired me. And do you know that actually I have to speak more ideas. I have to share two more interesting things to I have to share with you, that I will come back again on this platform, because I think I discussed with you about personal branding and public relations, which are like the other key pillars of leadership visibility. Today we discuss about only about leadership visibility. So those, the other two areas, let us. I will come back to you, to all of you again, probably after some time. Let us discuss about it, because where actually we can, I can share with you some interesting tools and techniques that will help you to be visible. The most important tools to be visible in the marketplace is, as a leader, is personal branding and public relations. Let us learn about both of these areas in the next session. And one more thing about leadership visibility, that's the gist. You need to have an idea, you need to provide a solution, you need to help someone else in the market, you need to heal a pain in the marketplace. For that, you need to get recognized. And getting recognized is about, you have to tell yourself, you have to get others telling, you have to first, you have to tell, then you have to get others telling about you, about your service. That's called word of mouth. And there are different ways to do that, and we will learn about it in future. And the most important thing, this needs to be kept, this needs to be practiced as a habit. You have to start, you have to continue the practice. When you continue the practice, you make it a habit. And I wish all of you the best to be visible leaders in the marketplace, considering your relevant expertise, considering your relevant industry, considering your relevant solution, considering your relevant marketplace geographically as well as industry wise. So I wish all of you the best to be visible leaders, and share your thoughts in future as well. I am available on LinkedIn, and if you want, just connect with me. I can also personally help you if you want further solution, further help in terms of getting visible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rashid. It's really wonderful. And everyone, let's give a virtual applause for this amazing guest we had today. He's really an expert. So, if everyone wants to bring their visibility, just contact him. He is the best. He knows how to make you visible. And wherever you are from, it's not a problem. Place is not a problem. He will definitely help you. Just get in touch with him. We can connect with him on LinkedIn, and surely looking forward for our next event because I think this 1 hour was not enough to talk deep into our topic. So surely we will have another talk about another topic with you, Rashid. You have so much more to share, and I am so grateful for that. You didn't hesitate to share with us your expertise, even share with us some secret and some tips on how we can get ahead, how we can get visible. And we learned a lot today. I don't know about you, but I knew something new, and I was learning, I was seeing a lot of things, and surely we need to apply them in our day to day life. So we are now ending the session, but let us bring what we learned today to our everyday life. Let's go out there, let's step out, go into the light, share what we have to the world, because the world need us, the world need our ideas, the world need to see us. And yes, don't worry about being awkward or none of that. The world needs your authentic self. The world needs you as you are, as the leaders you are, as the fields you are in right now. Don't wait for perfection. You have to build that perfection by implementing little by little action every day, every month, by meeting people every day, whenever you can. And yes, so I encourage everyone to build their visibility starting from now. If you don't know how to do so, Rashid Paliali will be happy to help you on that. So thank you so much, everyone. And to end this, I would like to have a poem. So, in the realm of growth where wisdom pours, together we journey, opening doors. We, each episode, our spirits soar. In unity, we are habitually yours. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today on this enlightening evening. And wishing you all a great evening or morning, depending on where you are joining us from. And see you next time, same time, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Dubai time, GST. So long for now. Bye and have a wonderful day ahead. Have a wonderful week and wishing you all the best. Wishing you success and I wish you to be visible everywhere around the world. Thank you. And we will close the room in 3, 2, 1. Everyone in the panel can say bye bye. Bye everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Bye. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank you so much. Bye. Let's come out of the dark room and to be in the light. Thank you.
Bye, Fanaiki. Bye.
Yes. Let's do it. Bye everyone. Bye.